The silent and deep waters of Rabaul Harbour in Papua New Guinea became a graveyard of twisted metal and hulks of wrecks during its occupation by the Japanese forces as a naval base during World War II. These haunting wrecks have become a magnet for marine photographers from around the world.
Ever since I was a boy dreaming of destinations around the world, Rabaul was always high on my list of places to go. One of the wrecks that really caught my imagination was a Mitsubishi biplane, which the Allied forces codenamed Pete. I just knew that I wanted to dive it for some reason. You get these things in your mind from time to time and you envisage the image you want to create. When I came up here in 2008, I asked about diving the biplane, and there was a dispute between landowners and it was off limits. So one of the first things I did when I got to Rabaul this time was to negotiate with the landholders. And the next challenge was finding Pete's biplane. Steve, our dive operator, hadn't been on the site for a number of years.
There was a bit of a question on my mind that will I actually find where the plane was?
Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah!
Found it, fantastic. That's great news. What, is it still in good condition?
Still in good shape, to the looks of it.
Any dive you do is full of anticipation, but to be diving on a site that you've longed to dive just heightens that excitement that much more.
We were all absolutely blown away by how beautiful this biplane was. After 70 years on the ocean floor, it was incredibly intact. So when Darren expressed an interest to not only photograph Pete's biplane, but to do it at night using a long exposure, I was pretty excited.
A long exposure photograph is created by opening your shutter for an extended period of time and letting in a lot of light. It's often used in low light conditions for landscapes or the night sky. These types of photographs can be enhanced by bringing in an external light source. This technique is often called painting with light.
Our first night dive on Pete's was the culmination of all of the planning and negotiation and practice. All of that work had gone into creating this one very, very special moment, and we had 20 minutes at 27 metres. Gliding above the wreck, looking at the details through the beam of the torch, the colour and the amount of life that had been attracted to her, it was like I was visualising and building the picture as I swam. The most challenging images are always the most satisfying, and to create this picture over so many days was just the most amazing experience.
Darren's image of Pete's biplane captures an ethereal beauty that is truly unforgettable. But it also highlights that an old machine built for death and destruction has now become home to an array of soft corals and invertebrates that continue to support life on Rabaul's seafloor.